Hi guys, I'm going to do a weekly full moon for the collective for all 12 signs. I'm going to pull a card for, or two, for all 12 signs, Aries through Pisces, for March 8th through the 14th for a weekly, roughly. You check your sun, your moon, your rising, as well as your Venus. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the houses for each of the signs. I'm going to talk about Mercury going forward, stationary direct forward Mercury, which is happening Monday the 9th, as well as the powerful super full moon, in Virgo. So we're going to pull one card for each of the signs and see what comes up for your energies. Okay, so we're going to start with Aries, obviously. So if you're cross-watching, energies go both ways. So if you like to share, like, subscribe, and comment. Alright, so where are we going with this? We're going to start with Aries, and Mercury is going to be going direct in your 11th house. Mercury is going to, wow, it's starting to freaking throw cards out already. Alright, so Mercury is going direct Aries in your 11th house of friendship. It's friendship, it is friendship for Aries. Oh my God, Mercury is going direct. This Mercury retrograde kicked my ass. For Aries in the 11th house is the house of blessings, it's the house of friendship, it's the house of connections, hopes, wishes, dreams, it's the house of I know. It's your house of collectives, it's the house that rules Aquarius, right? It's our teams, our tribe, fulfillment. So I'm going to pull one card for you, Aries, for the Mercury going direct for the 11th house, and see what energies come up for you for Mercury in your 11th house going direct. And you get Temperance, and you get the Empress. So you get two major arcana for Mercury going direct in your 11th house. So with the Temperance and the Empress in your 11th house, Aries, this is speaking to your communications now on the collective level with your friendships and your connections and your wishes and your dreams being much more abundant, right? Much more, everything is going to come, it's going to come to you in a much more, everything's going to be easier for you. Everything is going to be more fluid for you. Everything is going to be more, it's just, everything is going to come to you in a much more lighthearted way, right? I'm also sensing work, because it is the house of blessings, right? Your 11th house, this is where Mercury is going direct. So with these two cards, I'm sensing if you've had work-related issues, it's everything for you. Then this is major arcana too, Aries. So things for you are going to be a lot easier. Everything, even the weight is going to be lifted, okay? With Mercury going direct in your 11th house. The full moon in Virgo is going to be in your 6th house. And Virgo is a stabilizer, and the 6th house is all about routine and problem solving in day-to-day work, scheduling, training, employment, service. It's the house of health too, right? It's Mercury rules the 6th house. Mercury rules Virgo. So this is the house in which this full moon rules for you, Aries. So with the Empress and Temperance in the 11th house for your Mercury going forward is beautiful. And with your full moon in the 6th house, which Mercury rules, and Mercury rules this full moon. Let's see what's coming up. I'm really feeling this is going to be good for your work too. Very much so. Let's see what card's coming up for you, Aries, for this full moon in your 6th house. Day-to-day routine, health, career. This is exercise too. For Aries. The Empress and Temperance for Mercury going forward. For networking. Beautiful. Come on, what's going on for Aries, please? In their 6th house, only upright. I'm going to read only upright. The 11-11. Home is going to be very nice. You're going to celebrate. Really nice. This is beautiful. So work is going to be good. Celebration is going to be good. Home is going to be good. You got Temperance, Empress, and the 4 of Wands. So the 4 of Wands for this full moon in Virgo. Home is where the heart is. Everything is going to be beautiful for you. Okay? For the next week, at least. And if time is fluid. So I would take this energy and run with it. So for your 6th house, your day-to-day work, all things full steam ahead. Okay, that's Aries. Taurus. Your Mercury is going direct in your 10th house of honors. Your 10th house of honors, Mercury is going direct. It is the house of enterprise. It is authority, ambition. It is similar to career, but it's more like your title, authority, your achievements, Taurus. Your notoriety, ambition, fame. It's like I always think of the 10th house of like the star on in Hollywood, you know, where we get our name, and you get the Page of Wands. So your purpose here, you might be getting a message of some sort of message may come through. You may be giving a message, or some sort of message may be coming through to you now that Mercury is going forward in your 10th house. Some sort of signal or sign or message is coming through as it relates to your purpose and your success in your achievements. And so you might be getting some sort of accolade. You might be getting some sort of reward for all of your hard achievements now. Everything that you've worked so hard for might be coming through. All right. Your full moon is in your 5th house. The 5th house of creativity, the 5th house of love, the 5th house of pleasure, the house that Leo rules, okay? The house of entertainment, the house of playfulness, children, joy, self-expression, the house of the heart, the house where we take risk and gamble, okay? And that's where this Virgo full moon is for you, Taurus. So what energy is coming up for you for the week of March 8th? Get victory. The Six of Wands. So somewhere within the 5th house for you, Taurus, there will be victory as it relates to romance and creativity. There will be some sort of culmination. Full moons, this is a super full moon, will bring some sort of culmination, some sort of completion. You will feel victory in an area of your life that brings you fulfillment, okay, in the 5th house matters. Romance, maybe, something that brings you joy, you will feel victorious. So expect some sort of message as it relates to your honor, as it relates to, with Mercury going direct in your house of achievement, and expect some sort of victory with this full moon completing something in your pleasure-seeking center, okay? Gemini. Hi, Gemini. Mercury, your ruler, is going direct in your 9th house, in which Sagittarius rules. Your 9th house of travel, your 9th house of philosophy, your 9th house of vision, okay, of learning, higher learning, understanding, personal philosophy, your hope, expansion, and you get the world. There's going to be maybe some sort of completion there. Okay, you could be dealing with one of Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, and or Leo. But with Mercury going direct, you could be traveling. Okay, you don't have to be Gemini, but there's as above, so below. There's going to be something with Mercury going direct in that you're going to be feeling some, it could be a vision, something that hits you out of the blue. You could be dealing with foreigners. You could be long distance travel, commerce, interaction. Some belief system of yours could be shifting, but this is a completion. This is some beautiful, the world is your oyster, so to speak. So now that whatever you've reassessed, whatever you've reevaluated, redone, reconsidered, all these, right, of Mercury retrograde, redone, reconsidered, reevaluated, now it's full steam ahead, and you are getting the world with as it relates to 9th house matters, okay? With Mercury going forward now on your journey, Gemini, all right? And Mercury is your ruler. So I'm feeling this is going to be very long term for you, right? A moment of enlightenment. The full moon in Virgo is in your 4th house of home. And the 4th house of home doesn't necessarily just mean your hearth and your domicile, so to speak. It also means ancestors. It also means spirit realm. It also means DNA, so to speak. Your roots, your foundation, your security, where you feel comfort. I feel Cancer. I feel. Home is where the heart is, where I feel. Family, femininity, the past lives. Okay. The moon, nonetheless, Gem. So this full moon in your 4th house is going to be hitting you maybe a little bit harder, than usual. Given the fact that it is in your 4th house, okay, and Cancer rules the 4th house, and Cancer rules, the moon. So what is coming up for Gemini with this super Virgo full moon? for the week of March 8th. And you get, not only do you get the Cancer card, perhaps travel, again, with the World card, with Mercury, your ruler, going forward in the 9th house. You also get the 8th of Swords, okay, which is your element. So somewhere there's some sort of clarity as it relates to culmination and ending and yet a new beginning with the Chariot, which is the Cancer card, okay, in your 4th house, which is the ruler of the 4th house, which is Cancer, as it relates to moving ahead, some sort of victory, some sort of enlightenment, some sort of communication, some sort of clarity and understanding. You know, I'm feeling as though you might be cutting the sheath, cutting. What are they trying to? What are they? Emotional foundation. You are gaining an awareness, I feel, Gemini, about yourself, and taking that with you forward in ways that maybe you weren't seeing before. But this is beautiful, very, very, very beautiful. With the world, with your ruler moving forward with a higher understanding and a higher perspective than the 9th house of Sagittarius, and the Chariot and the 8th of Swords in your 4th house, this Virgo new moon. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energies, Gemini. Very, very nice. Very victorious and very empowering and promising for this 2nd week of March 2020. All right, and for Cancer, we have Mercury is moving forward in your 8th house. Scorpio rules the 8th house of the underworld. The 8th house are it's the other people's money, okay, but it's our desires too. It's transformation. It's the underworld, the phoenix rising from the ashes. Yeah, beautiful. It is the strength card you have with Mercury moving forward. So perhaps maybe with the strength card, you're taming those desires. You are transforming. Everything that you had to reorganize with Mercury retrograde, those thoughts, the thought processes that we have to undergo when Mercury is retrograde, we have to redo, reassess, reorganize, reevaluate. Mercury does this, right? So in the 8th house, Scorpio's death is transformation. Now with Mercury moving forward in your 8th house, you are gaining the strength now. Whatever I feel Cancer weakened you, or you felt weakened, you felt, because the phoenix rising from the ashes in the 8th house, right? You are now, you've gained strength. Okay. This self-transformation, okay? You learned karmic lessons. You're deeply committed now to certain, I think, the relationship with oneself, a changing of habits, okay? This has to do with yourself. This has to do with the relationships with other people, because the 8th house is relationship with others, right? Your full moon is in your 3rd house. That's the house of Gemini, okay? Your full moon, the super moon, this beautiful super moon Virgo, is in your 3rd house of communications, siblings, how we express ourselves, activity, achievement, intellect, intelligence. It's transportation, local transportation, our hands, the way that we communicate and exchange, right? The role is Mercury Mercury rules the third house, right? So this full moon is a culmination, an ending to a new beginning. Full moons, that's what they do. So what card, what energy do we have in the upright? We're going to take a rest here with this full moon for you, Cancer. We're going to take a pause, all right? They're suggesting with communication, we take a moment with the Four of Wands. We take a step back, okay, with the Four of Wands, and excuse me, not Wands, Swords. With the Four of Swords, we take a step back. Swords are all mental, all right? So before we communicate, because it's your third house of communication, before we communicate going forward, we think about what has been communicated. We think about what needs to be said before we say it. So maybe over the course of this week with this full moon, we really process communications. We process what we've learned. With this 8th house, with Mercury going forward, with this 8th house of transformation, and you resolving karmic debt, I think at this super moon, full moon energy, I think it would make sense that right now you're kind of in recovery mode with the Four of Swords. All right, and Leo. We have Leo. Leo, you are the 7th. Mercury is going direct in your 7th house of partnership. The 7th house is ruled by Libra, right? So it's all about partnership. It's all about justice. It's all about give and take. For you, Leo, you were reevaluating partnerships. You were the reciprocity, perhaps, of give and take. So now as Mercury goes direct and stationary, moving forward, stationary direct, now it's how are we going to integrate what it is that we've learned with our 7th house. The balance, right? Because 7th house is ruled by Libra. Balancing of the scales. What's the energy for Leo? Mercury direct. What is the energy for Leo? What is the energy? Chariot. So Leo, the Chariot it's a 7 too, which is the 7th house. So you could be dealing with a Cancer, don't have to be, but the 7th house and the Chariot is about moving forward victoriously, and recognizing it's about compromise, right, and agreement, being in agreement. I feel, I mean, it's a beautiful card. I think every sign is actually, thus far, has gotten really nice, majority of them seem to have been major arcanas, which is ironic. Which shows me, it's not ironic, it just shows me that the universe has been working behind the scenes during Mercury retrograde and at this time of this full moon to really help um, the signs be able to move forward. It's no coincidence that Mercury is going forward at the time of the supermoon, nonetheless. I think a lot of us are really integrating what it is that we've learned. Look, it's still here. I shuffled and it's here. So I believe that, Leo, it's about integrating the shadow side, what we've learned, the negative aspects of what this Mercury retrograde has brought to our attention, and really being open. The seventh house is also about open enemies too. Um, it's not just about marriage and partnership and agreements and business deals. It's also our open enemies. It's the Seven of Swords. It's ironic, right? It's the Chariot is it's the seven. It's justice, right? It's Libra, but it's also the Seven of Swords, which is our open enemies. And I believe that Leo is recognizing with this Mercury retrograde that it's a double-edged sword. Is that the tongue with Mercury retrograde, that words could be used. We all know this, right? For both good and evil. So, Leo, your full moon is in your second house. Your second house of income. Your second house of gains and losses. Your second house of self-worth. Your second house of value. So what do you value? What's this full moon, this culmination, right? This ending to this new beginning. What are we letting go of and what are we bringing in? Our self-esteem, our self-love, right? A lot of people say it's about money. It is about money. It's our finances, but it's our personal belongings. Like what do we value? But first and foremost, we have to value ourself, right? It's what we cultivate. It's what we substantially see as cultivation. Excuse me. Don't want to. I want to play short of a deck. Yeah, that is. So, it's the gifts we possess, the second house as well. So, I need to shuffle. For Leo, please. Full moon in your second. Leo, full moon in your second. What is being released to come in? What is being released for Leo in your second? Make room for what is coming in. Virgo, full moon. What's being released for Leo come in? Thank you. Okay, Leo. You're getting the Two of Pentacles, and that makes complete sense because this is in your second house. So the second house is all about gains. I have the second house. Taurus rules the second house. So Taurus is all about Taurus is all about money. Let's face that. Taurus hoards, not all, but let's face it. I have. So if this is about you making a decision about what you value and choosing wisely. Don't overspend, don't underspend, and also about, I also feel too, it's about how you value yourself as well. Okay, that infinity sign is very important in that Two of Pentacles. It symbolizes a lot. So, you know, recognizing how much you value yourself as well is just as important. All right, and Virgo. Hi, Virgo. Mercury is going direct in your 6th house. Your 6th house of day-to-day routine. Your 6th house, yes, health, Virgo. So, career, service, work. Virgos, you analyze. This is your house. This is you. Everything is about you because this is your moon. So, it's the house of health, it's the house of duty, it's the house of due diligence, it's the house of pets, it's the house of healing, it's the house of problem solving, it's the house of employment, it's you. So, and then it's going to, Mercury's going to go direct in your 6th and then dip into your 7th thereafter. Hi, Virgo. I'm a Virgo moon, so this makes me like, and I saw it at the bottom of the deck when I was shuffling, and I was like, if it's going to come out, it's going to come out. So, Mercury going direct, and it's going to go from your 6th to your 7th, is going to bring you your day-to-day routine, and the 6th house is definitely about career and work, certainly, but it's your routine. I wake up in the morning, I brush my teeth, I take the shower, I put one leg in one pant, leg in one sock on and then the other, and I brew my coffee and I do this. It's like my alarm's set at 5 o'clock and I do this. You know, it's like the circus. You do it every single day, day in and day out, and you wake up. It's like, what is that saying? Eat, shit, breathe, whatever that saying is. But you're getting it with the 2 of Cups, meaning that you're going to do this with the utmost. It's going to bring you, and your ruler is Mercury. Don't you love it? You're going to do it in a different type of way now that your ruler is going direct. Now that your ruler is going direct, you are going to live, breathe, eat, and shit joyfully with gratitude. Yeah. So let's see, now that you might find your soulmate now. I don't know. It's the house of health. You're getting the 2 of Cups. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. It's your house. It's your moon. So your full moon is in your 1st house of self, because this is you. So this is all about the ego. This is all about I am Virgo. I am present. I am me. I did show up. I woke up this morning. I got the 2 of Cups. I almost choked on my tea. This is your image. This is your brand. This is you. This is your life. This is how resourceful you are, your outlook. your limitations, your characteristics. This is your life. So, what is the super new moon in your sign bringing you? Like it's full. So what are we closing out to bring in for Virgo, please? Full moon for the week of March 8th, 9th, the 14th, please, for Virgos, please. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Just like Leo with the Two of Pentacles, you get the Two of Wands. You've already made a decision. See, Leo, the Two of Pentacles is, we've yet to make a decision, because no, this one is holding a wand, looking out into the world, waiting. This one made the decision. The decision has been made. So with your full moon in your sign, you're like, I made my decision. You're just waiting for it. You're waiting for you're waiting for your ships to come in. This is your outlook. This is your start. This is your something new. You got two twos. You got two cups, and you get the Two of Wands. So you're well on your way. It's coming. Your ships are coming. Your ships are coming. They're on their way, Virgo. Rest assured. Nice. All right, Libra. Mercury is going direct in your fifth. 6 and 7. Hang on a second. 8, 9. Okay. Yeah, Mercury, excuse me, yes, Mercury's going direct in your fifth, Libra. So, Mercury's going direct in your fifth. That's Leo. That is, romance, joy, creativity. You're going to have an opportunity to express yourself in all of those areas in a much better way, Libra. You're going to have fun more now. Something may have been, something may not have been right in those areas. Communication may have not have been the best. That's a great kid. The Seven of Pentacles. Great, liking that energy for you. For Mercury going direct in the fifth. You might be feeling like, and the Seven of Wands, you might not feel like you're still contemplating. It might have to do with children. Something in your pleasure-seeking area in that fifth house with Mercury going forward. I'm feeling it might still be on the defensive. One more for Libra. I'm not liking that. All these cards have been beautiful up until that point. I'm having this pain here, and now I think I know why. And another 7. I can't help this. 3 7s? No. Something's not right. Let's do it with your kids. In your home. And yourself. Libra, with whatever Libra this is intended for, you're gonna, there's some sort of communication going on for you that has someone on the defense in 5th matter areas. Pleasure, home, kids, joy, risk-taking, something in the 5th. And this, listen, this could be Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, cross-watchers. I don't know your natal chart, only you do. So that's all I'm going to say about that. But 3 7s, look up 777. See how that resonates with you. Okay. But 5th and 4th house, home and kids and heart. Not like it not. Your full moon is in the 12th. Rest, relaxation, Pisces, Neptune, something hidden. The access of Virgo. This is a Virgo moon. It's the polarity of Virgo. The opposite of Mercury. And Neptune is opposing this full moon. You get the Empress, the mother. Which is not a bad card, but it is opposing that Mercury direct. Everything about this is opposing that, which only validates to me. It's only validating it because the full moon in the 12th house, in your 12th house, is in Pisces, which is Neptune, which is opposing Virgo supermoon, and the Empress is the mother. This is beautiful. This is abundant. This is beautiful energy. Okay. Take time for yourself. Rest, relax, Libra. Meditate. Full moon in the 12th. Meditate. Salt baths, spiritual baths. Definitely take time for yourself. Take time to be alone. Take time to meditate on all of that. Okay? Scorpio. Mercury going forward in your 4th and 5th. In your home. So whatever miscommunications, misunderstandings may have happened in the home, okay? We might be coming out of that. We may have more understanding now. The roots of where we come from, what that means to us. You might be thinking of relocating, Scorpio, okay? You may have a clearer understanding now with Mercury going direct, okay? Where you might want to relocate, looking into that globe and having a better understanding of your roots, where you come from, where you want to go, what that means. Your full moon in your 11th is your connections. Children might be fire sign, Leo, Sag, Aries, might be of significance to you. I'm going to pull another one for you. On your hopes, wishes, and dreams, what's closing out and what's coming in your full moon. in the 11th house, another fire sign. I usually see her as a Leo. Doesn't have to be. Something intuitive. You're getting a lot of fire, Scorpio. I'd like another one for you. The Two of Wands, the Page of Wands, and the Queen of Wands came up for you. One more for this full moon in the 11th for Scorpio. Okay. Scorpio for the full moon in your 11th. Thank you. She came up again. Hey Scorpio, something's going on with you know, I see her as the Leo, so something's going on with the Queen of Wands. Hopes, wishes, desires, friendships, connections. Here you are. You're going to have to figure that out. Let me know. Comment. I know you're just, something's going on with you and this Queen of Wands. Scorp. Either you need to close that out. All right. Sag. Look, it's a general reading. Okay, it's collective. This is not a personal. Sag. Mercury is going direct in your third. Dipping into your second, okay? Third into your second, Sagittarius. So, communications could have been a little awry. The third house, the house of Gemini. Mercury rules Gemini. Siblings, communications, whatever could have transpired or may not have transpired with communications with siblings. Short distance travel. Let's see how Mercury is going to affect you now, going forward. The Wheel of Fortune. Could be dealing the fixed signs. Leo, so fixed. Leo's Scorpio, fixed. They don't like to let go of their Leos. Aquarius and Taurus, very fixed. Could be dealing with one of the fixed signs. Your wheel is turning. Whenever communication issues you may or may not have had, or whatever you were reassessing, reorganizing, redefining, the prefix re, whatever was going on with you there, is now being redefined for you going forward. So the wheel is turning for you, Saggy. I did a personal reading earlier today, and he is Sag, and he got the same thing. So that was the heart of his reading. It was central to him. What your full moon is in your 10th house of honors, 10th house of fame, 10th house your 10th house is like success, achievement, enterprise. Your ships are coming in there, Sag. All of your hard work this full moon, all of your hard work, everything that you put out there is going to come back to you tenfold. All right, Sagittarius. This 10th house is going to be lit up for you. Right? So, if you believe it, you can achieve it. Happy. Hi, Capricorn. Capricorn, you've been hit hard. Your astrology's kicked everyone back. All your fault, Capricorn. Alright, Capricorn, Mercury is going direct in your 2nd house of value. 2nd to the 1st. Your 2nd house of value. What do you value, Cap? Money. 2nd house. Money. Money, money, money. So let's see. What does the universe have in store for Capricorn? 2nd house is Mercury stations direct during this super new full moon. What do I keep calling it noon? Freudian slip. Capricorn. Mercury going forward. What's going on here? What is going on here? Page of Swords. So, wow. Now, anybody that knows me knows I very rarely, when I yawn, I'm just gonna shut up right there. Capricorn, the Page of Swords first of all, Venus rules the 2nd house. Okay, the 2nd house of, which is Taurus, which is money, which is value. It's personal belonging, it's self-esteem, it's money. The Page of Swords, it's stalking. Yeah, yo. Yeah. So it's priority. Okay, Venus is romance and finance. That's why the 2nd house isn't just money. It's value. It's relationship. It's valuing oneself and personal belonging. It's personal belonging. So it's like I own what I own and I make money in order to survive because I need to survive and belong with myself so I can belong with another human being. And if I don't value myself, I can't possibly value you. So I go to work every day in order to live, breathe, and shit so I can live, breathe, and shit with you. So I can own a cup and so I can share my cup with you. And that's why I have two of cups, if that makes sense. So, it's substance and sustenance in the sense of, so this whole idea of this page of swords with Mercury going direct, like whatever you've evaluated during Mercury retrograde, your possessions, so to speak, because that's the second house too. Now your houses of gains and your house of gains and losses, the second house, you're making sure you don't lose them. Like you're stalking. Or someone is, because energy goes both ways. Right? Your full moon is in your ninth, which is nice because that's Sagittarius, which is Jupiter, which is luck, which is philosophy, which is higher learning, which is that's enlightenment, that's philosophy, that's shifting perspective. So, what's going on with you there, Capricorn? What's going on with you there? I see. It's the ninth house. I see. No, you see all right. That page of swords. you see all right. It's going on with the full moon in the ninth. Okay, tell you what. Oh, the Nine of Cups. Hopes, wishes, dreams, and desires. I want what I want, and I'm not going to stop any length until I get it. So this full moon is bringing you the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is the wish fulfillment card. And the ninth house is ruled like it is the wish. Well, that's the 11th house. No. Let's say to some degree, because it's ruled by Jupiter, the ninth house. It's big thinking. Yeah. So this full moon, you are. No wonder you got the Page of Cups. Excuse me, the Page of Swords with the second house. Interesting stuff here, Capricorn. All right, Aqua. Mercury. Mercury is going direct in your first house. First in the 12th. I am house. It's all about you. With Mercury. First and 12th. You know, I've been asking for upgrades, and they gave me upgrades pretty much the whole time. They didn't give me reversals. I'm happy about that. Singledom, so they say. But the Nine of Pentacles is everything. Has everything at her disposal. Her or his disposal. Needs nothing. Everything has been achieved. Excuse me. Now I'm getting tired. Everything's been achieved. So, with Mercury going direct in your first month, I feel as though whatever lessons you needed to learn with Mercury, like, you got this, Aqua. The first house is the image, the the brand, the aesthetic, the internal, the external. Hello. The Nine of Pentacles has everything. You got a snail. Everything. You don't get the Ten of Pentacles unless you have the 9. I mean, you have to have the 9 solo on your own, good to go, before the 10 even comes in. And you're golden. Alright, so your full moon, Aqua, in your 8. Should have taken timestamps. I don't know if I can go back and do it though. It's going to be a lot. Hierophant. Could be dealing with a Taurus. Don't have to be. What's culminating for you at this Virgo full moon? The Hierophant. Commitment to oneself, a higher path, following a higher path. Could be traditional, could be conventional, doesn't have to be. What's culminating for you, the ending to a new beginning. It's a commitment to oneself, higher self, possible marriage. Or the Hierophant could be a load of money. Taxes even. Okay. Pisces. Mercury is going retrograde, going forward, out of retrograde. 12. House of Secrets. Neptune, illusion, delusion. You are either still holding them, someone else is, it's still going to be foggy, still going to be choices. The moon, you could be dealing with a Pisces, you could be dealing with a Cancer, you could be dealing with a Virgo, because we're dealing with the Virgo moon. This is Mercury going direct. I don't think communications are going to go easy for you, still going forward. Personally, no. Pisces, I don't. Not at this time. Not at a full moon in your 7th. That's just how I'm feeling it. If it's not your story, if it doesn't apply, let it fly. I'm not, with Mercury going stationary direct in your 12th, going into your, in your 1st, with the moon card, with a Virgo supermoon in your 7th, I'm not feeling as though you're going to be very clear-minded right now. You or the person that you're with. At this, if you're watching this and it's meant for you, that's how I'm feeling. And your full moon card for Pisces in the 7th house. Full moon. Full moon is in the 7th house, Pisces. The house of partnership. It's also the house of open enemies. House ruled by Libra and balance. It likes to give me a card anything now. saw it and I put it back and it came back out. You get the Devil. There is, and I'm gonna leave it at the. I still want to pull another card for you because I did not like the last. I put it back in and it came back out. And the reason I put it back in is because it came out with another card and I only wanted one to come out. The Devil is a major arcana. The full moon in your 7th house right now is just coming out with the Devil. It's a full moon. It is a culmination. It is something that needs to be, it's over for a new beginning. What needs to be let go for something good to come in right now is this toxic energy. It needs to go. If you're addicted to it, look, we all have a shadow side. Hi. So, have we met yet? The whole idea is to integrate the shadow side. The Devil on a full moon in your 7th house, coupled with Mercury going forward in your 12th with the Moon card, not really a good combination as far as I'm concerned. No. And there's 2 major arcana. So this is a karmic lesson that really needs to be learned. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, don't have to be. I know Capricorns, they don't behave like that. Alright? The reason why this is the Capricorn card is because Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, and Saturn teaches us how not to deal with this energy. That's why this is a Capricorn card. And we've been having a lot of strong Capricornian energy for a while because we are being taught how to remove this energy from our lives. And some of us are learning how to the hard way, and some of us are learning how to, and some of us are refusing to. Yep. Not good. Not good. Pisces, either you or someone else, this energy is not good. Tell me something good. This energy is not good. As long as that. Alright, so with that being said, I hope this was helpful. And so I was going to say something I'm so not going to say. That's it. So I hope this was helpful, and I really hope that those that needed to hear these messages, I need to smudge my deck, okay, like big time. And I really hope that those that needed to hear these messages heard them. I'm really okay. Wow. Thank you. I'm gonna look this over and put timestamps on the bottom, although it's confusing the bottom, but I'm gonna do it. And anyway, please do like, share, and subscribe. Those were the energies from Aries through Pisces for the week of March 8th and 9th through the 14th and the 15th for Mercury going forward and the super full Virgo moon. I do hope they were helpful. I'm wishing you luminous love,